a shift in the entire universe. The universe is massive, right? How can we as human beings have an effect on the shift? How can one individual possibly make a difference? Yes, this shift is happening on the macrocosmic level, the largest scale possible. Mother Gaia is changing so rapidly. The Pacific Ring of Fire is alight with earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, tectonic shifts. But, as one of my dear teachers, Reverend Jamal Roots, said after the earthquakes in Japan, personal earthquakes are no less important. This shift is happening at the microcosmic level at even a faster rate, if you can imagine that. I mean, think about it for a minute. Have you felt it? How many things in your personal and private lives have shifted in the past 2 or 3 years? To put this shift on a more personal level, in the past 4 months, I have personally been through 4 of the 10 major stressors in life, according to psychologists. I'm surprised I'm still standing. I graduated in June, having been ordained by the new seminary. I changed residences, moving from New York City, where I've lived my whole life, to where I am now, the tip of Long Island. I mean, you walk 1 block and I'm in the ocean. I moved in with the love of my life, and I changed jobs. Looking back, I realize now how stressful and stress-filled this time was. I mean, this was my time of personal earthquake, of major shifts in my day-to-day life. And while it might have been my own personal alterations, I also affected change in those that were surrounding me, as we always do, through my words and my actions, my interactions, and in some cases, my dismissals. As individuals, we are constantly affecting the greater society, the mass consciousness. My friend Bill Koch said to me a few weeks ago, the beach is made up of billions of individual grains of sand. The ocean is made up of hundreds of billions of individual droplets of water. Each one affects the other, or it wouldn't be the beach or the ocean. While the beach, the ocean, and the planet are all massive structures, they wouldn't be that without each individual piece. So the microcosmic level, this is where we, as individuals, can affect the most change during the shift. But how? How can we as individuals affect change? How do we cope when personal earthquakes threaten to bring our very existence crashing to the ground? Listen to the words from Psalm 46. God is our refuge and our strength, constant help in times of trouble. We have no reason to be afraid. Even if the earth should change, and the mountains should shake in the heart of the sea, and the ocean's waters should roar and foam, there is a river whose streams make glad the city of God. Nations may be in an uproar, kingdoms totter, and yet the divine utters, and the earth gentles. Be still and know that I am God. So how do we cope? Be still and know that I am God. Let go and let God. Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from my hands, because I can't do this on my own. I'm letting go. So give me one more chance to save me from this road I'm on. Jesus, take the wheel. Yet another song lyric by Carrie Underwood. But it stands out as something we can do as individuals in times of great shift. Renew, revitalize, and strengthen our faith. Know above all else that God, God is all there is, resides in every single one of us. Welcome to wherever you are. This is your life. You've made it this far. Welcome. You've got to believe that right here, right now, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Once again, Bon Jovi, lyrics. He's asking us to embrace what has been handed to us. Since right now, shift is happening all around us, we can't stop it, I would invite everyone to embrace change. The only constant in this world is change. And we all know Reinhold Niebuhr's famous prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as the pathway to peace, taking as he did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that He will make all things right. Or as I like to say, shift happens. Shifting, changing, and altering, it's a natural part of the human experience. If we simply allow the changes to occur without fighting, struggling, resisting, ultimately, we will be righted on our journey to our highest self. Another strategy for coping with this shift is offered to us by the Buddha. Silence is an empty space. Space is the home of the awakened mind. The more we are able to live in the silence and really listen to that still small voice within, the easier we will be able to, as individuals, hear what the Divine's plan for us it really is. The more time we spend in meditation, prayer, focusing our energies and our thoughts on healing society, seeing it as already healed, healing Mother Earth, the universe, seeing them as whole, the smoother and the more seamless the shift will be. So renewing your faith in God, God is all there is, embracing the shift, and the power of silence. There's one more idea I have for easing the challenges at this major turning point we're all coming to, and that is acceptance. Acceptance of yourself, acceptance of what is happening, acceptance of your fellow human beings, of all animals, creatures, great and small. It is only through acceptance, or agreeing to disagree, as I like to call it, that the consciousness of the universe will change. Never instead of, always in addition to. There needs to be a realization that each human being is perfect just the way they are. Everyone is entitled to their opinions. Everyone is entitled to their beliefs. It's when we deny them, deny acceptance of them, tolerance of them, that as a society we run into issues. If we as individuals could simply say when things are getting